wooden board. There's a writing on the wooden board that shines with soft green light. The state when all clocks lose their meaning for the time is without beginning or end. Okay, something to do with the clocks. Sleeth notes 5. After countless days and nights, I have found the formula. The power to open a door to another realm is mine. I will gather resources and followers from the alien worlds and sweep away our enemies like the insects they are. At long last, the world shall recognize my greatness. Ah, how Artara will come to adore me. I will bring the people salvation, and in return, be hailed as the greatest magus who ever lived. No, I will be even more in their eyes. I, Sleeth, will be their living god. This guy might be a little demented here at this point. Okay. Let's gather everything before we try and figure these clocks out. Lesser Scroll. The Dwarven Overseers, the Great Forges, maintain the mastery of a thing that can be gained through 10,000 repetitions. The Elven artifacts add that each step taken to perfection is harder than the last. Let's see. Who do we want mastery on? So, the next question, if I cancel, is it gone? No. Okay. So, let's take a look. He has 11 mastery. She has 8. He has 6. And he has 6. Mastery is mana regen. And the power of spells. So let's give her the mastery. Okay. Nice. Races of Artara. Under the scorching sun of the great southern desert exists a people shrouded in mystery. Even today, despite countless attempts by scholars of the other races to uncover their origins, surprisingly little is known of them. Common lore suggests the Shadow Civilization was once vast, covering the parched expanse from one end to the other. Only after some unknown cataclysm took place did the race nearly disappear from all Artara. Today, only a fraction of their numbers remain, scattered and nomadic. Wanderers offering their services to those willing to be able to meet their price. A people influence the affairs of other races behind drawn curtains, surveying year to year, far from public eye. The once thriving society was a people physically quite similar in appearance to humans and elves, yet completely different in design. For only a people different at their essence could boast the ability to change their body from flesh to black vapor. With a mere thought, scholars still debate whether shadows have any permanent physical form at all, or if they change form as easily as with a little thought as other races may change their dress. While the true origins and nature of shadows in speculation and rumor, one thing is known for certain. As a people, shadows are extraordinarily intelligent. No record of a shadow employed in a menial job exists. Instead, those who make themselves known appear as scholars, mathematicians, engineers, advisors, and other tasks requiring advanced education. In fact, the greatest academies. Don't know why I couldn't figure that out. In fact, the greatest academies in Artara pride themselves on the number of shadows in their employment, though proving their existence and employment without giving offense. It is a feat many institutions struggle with. Of course, it cannot go without stating, shadows have also shown exceptional aptitude with magic, so much so that the shadows take up the mantle of mystic, mage, or some other specialized school of magic, more than any other profession, and it is to these shadow mystics and mages' sublime reasonings, perhaps more than any other, the world owes its rapid development of the last 100 years, placing all of Artara in the mysterious race's eternal debt. Alright, a little bit more lore. Is this all the same thing? Nope, it's all different. Alright, dwarves. The Dwarven clan occupy the mountainous western part of Artara. They congregate in great underground stone cities as a result in mining and stone labor spanning millennia. Ancient Elven texts speak of the first time dwarves breached the surface world, and they emerged unexpectedly from the Arkan caverns and laid siege to Lothrain, the elven capital. The battle, eventually attributed to a case of misconstrued borders, prompted animosity between the two races which lasted for scores of generations. Today, though many parts of dwarven society are now common knowledge, like the Grand Arkan Hall, whose vault is said to be deeper than the tallest mountain and high, few outsiders have ever witnessed the dwarven Grand Halls firsthand. Over the last few generations, many dwarves have exchanged their battle axes for smithy hammers, focusing on mining and commerce, providing resources and wares to the other races. Dwarves excel in stone, metal, clock, and mechanical craftwork. Few, if any, can surpass a dwarven smith of the first order in these disciplines. Okay. Another race. Elves. Of the first of the five great races of Altara, elves claim title of first lineage. It is said that they arrived from across the great sea before the record of time, when the land was still young and untouched, long before the dawn of men. Early elven history is passed orally among elder speakers or locked away in a handful of written tomes, strictly withheld from all non-elven eyes and ears. For this reason, little of true elven origin is known to the outside world, an obscurity that lead to the development of various theories throughout Altara. While these theories vary widely, bordering on everything from the macabre to the ridiculous, one hypothesis that persists is that elves were originally a savage race ruled by fear and blood. Regardless of the authenticity of such postulations, today elves are metered, reserved individuals, an introspective race not prone to violence as a people for nearly 1,000 years, since the use of magic to overthrow the siege of their capital in -6 AS. Though not exact numbers of the elven population are known, common belief holds that a mere fraction of the people survives today, many of their numbers mysteriously unaccounted for. Those that remain gather in the endless forest to the east, a strange wooden region steeped in first-hand accounts of outsiders entering the forest as a youth and returning an old man, or tales of people vanishing completely from existence, considered more fact than rumor. Only elves enter the forest at their leisure. Elves who leave the endless forest usually take up professions as herbalists, academics, healers, advisors, etc. Within their own borders, farming is an unexpected vocation, seeming almost mandatory in their culture. Elven wheat, grain, and wild fruit are renowned for its taste and nutrition throughout all Altara. Human scholars still debate how elven society always seemingly had abundant food, even during the most violent and barren times throughout history. The elven capital city, Lothrain, is built around the largest live oak in the world, a tree so tall its topmost branches lay obscured by clouds covered most days. The live oak is forbidden to all but the elves. Okay, so that is 3. We already did the shadows. Frostlings. Across the icy plains and frozen wastelands of the far north, where few outsiders dare travel, lives a race of giants known as Frostlings. Standing twice the height of an average man, these purple-skinned, green-haired titans exist in complete harmony with the harsh environment they call home. As one would expect, beings of giant size have proportionate appetites with scarce resources in the realm of ice and snow. Procuring food is a top cultural priority. The main source of food for Frostling society are the ice wells of the White Sea. While all Frostlings are natural hunters, adult males are assigned to great wooden whaling ships on the day they reach puberty. These young seamen journey to the wells' breeding grounds where the hunting is abundant all year long. Forged of hardships and danger, many Frostlings develop a passion for exploring. It is said that trade routes of Frostling ships circle the globe, and their travels have given them secret knowledge of long-lost civilizations. Despite their size and physical might, Frostlings are a peaceful race. Their days as conquerors ended thousands of years ago after a bloody civil war almost erased them from existence. Since then, the gentle giants have cultivated a cultural advancement like no other in Altara. They are master philosophers, poets, singers, artists, and people who by their very nature create as readily as others breathe. Since the ancient times, frostlings have developed a unique ability to imprint their memories in stone. Their entire society revolves around the passing of knowledge or memories from stone to individuals. Some who have ventured to the north and returned speak of one massive stone to which all other frostling stones are connected. With the ability to record memory directly from experience and hold such knowledge for all time, frostlings have become the self appointed historians of Artara. While it's a rarity for people of the South to meet a frostling in modern times, those who do consider it a sign of extremely good fortune. Last race. There's a blueprint. Nice. Humans. Humans are the youngest race of Artara, and yet perhaps the most influential. Humans have inhabited every temperate corner of Artara, creating a vast civilization thriving on commerce and communication. Ironically, for such a young race, mankind has one of the most violent histories. The other races joke that humans go through such extreme and constant cycles of war and peace. You can set a calendar to it. In fact, the elves and shadows have just done that. In ancient times, King Lechetese, the hunter, brought forth a spell of harmony, more than simply uniting humans across the land. The spell paved the way for a single dominant religion known as the First Principles. Through these teachings and camaraderie, I'm going to skip that as I'm not even sure what I'm pronouncing here. Humans finally broke their cycle of internal strife and ushered in the Age of Enlightenment. Camaraderie. See, my brain's a little slow. Takes a little bit. Through these teachings and camaraderie, humans finally broke the cycle of internal strife and ushered in the Age of Enlightenment. Today, humans are at the forefront of nearly every critical aspect of Artarian civilization. With the heart of human society located in the central lands of Artara, humanity has become the bridge between all five races. Alright, let's get this blueprint. Martial techniques. In ancient times, the races preferred civilized relations to the conflict. However, occasional local disputes flared, giving opportunity for warriors to improve their combat skills. You've now gained the knowledge of more efficient combat techniques. These require arduous training, specialized equipment, and routine maintenance. Excuse me. As such, training in these arts is costly. Alright, armory to level 7. Alright, what do we got around here? Anything? Dang, look at all of this. Alright. So I discovered that portal. Now, let's see if we can figure this puzzle out. Got a puzzle down here. Oh, did I miss something down there, I think. Yep, okay. Greater scroll. Let's go ahead and save this right now. +3 skill points, but -2 life. +3 skill points, but we get 2 life, -2 life. Man, oh, that's tough. If we cancel, does this appear? No. Alright. So let's see. Character. He has the most life. He has 8. You can lose 2, but get skill points. 3 skill points for life. Ancient legends tell of a mysterious man who had but one skill, that of mind control. He raised that skill to such a level that he could destroy any who stood before him without lifting a finger, ravaging their minds with terror so exquisite as to stop the heart on the spot. One of your champions can break the seal and activate the scroll. -2 life, but 3 more skill points. If he does it, it's 4 life. I'm not even using that currently. If she does it, I can get the life back. I'm gonna have the druid do it. You know what? I'm just gonna give it to the druid. Okay. So with those skill points, is there anything currently we want to upgrade? No. There's not. But we will level him up eventually. Some chests. Movement speed and attack speed. Okay. This probably needs to go on him. One-hander. Hold on to that for now. Lesser scroll. +3 earth resistance. I mean, he's gonna be the tank, so. Enchant scroll. Mantle of immunity. Reduces all effects, negative effects by 25%. It applies to damage value, poison drain, non-damage value for chest armor. Alright, so the state when all clocks lose their meaning, for the time is without beginning or end. The time is without beginning or end. I'm not sure. Alright, I just figured it was 12. Secrets of Time complete. Hidden library. An old book. Your party finds a book on ancient engineering principles. Browsing its pages, imagery and sounds flash through their minds as strange feelings washes over them. But the feeling quickly vanishes among the group. A much more thorough understanding of mechanics remains. This book is absolutely incredible. It must have belonged to the smith who worked the forge here. My instincts tell me in ancient times artifacts of old were created in this room. Artifacts of old. Not very useful without any schematics to go by. Bah, I'm sure there are plenty to be found around here. Secrets of mechanics. Alright. Discovery of adamantine. Soon after the Great War broke out, miners from the underground city of Ashgard encountered a new type of ore. The dwarf masters named it adamantine. Soft, almost like clay, it is in its raw state. Adamantine can be shaped with ease. However, once subjected to highly extreme temperatures, it hardens to strengthen beyond all other known materials, including diamond. When properly prepared before the forging, adamantite can be given an edge of nigh unmeasurable thickness. For a weapon, this equates to a blade that never dulls. Sadly, the discovery of adamantine came too late in the war. Only a handful of weapons were ever crafted, far too few to have a significant impact. What little ore remained succumbed to the unforeseen lava flows as the earth shifted. Despite the desperate search across all other mining locations, no other samples of adamantine have ever been found. We need to find some of that. Alright, another lesser scroll. +3 air resistance. You know, just deck the tank out. Probably should be sharing that wealth, but lifeless construct. A bizarre construct stands lifeless as if created only to be a monument. Why are its hands shaped like blades, though? Ooh, okay. Something's gonna happen. There's a magic forge here. Let's do a quick save. Back. This forge seems different from the others your champions have used. The mana crystals attached to it are no mere coincidence. Perhaps your party can find a way to use it. Okay. Alright. So we are done here for now. Where was that? It was this snake statue. Well, let's continue up. Come on. Oh, thank you. Old book. Sleeth Note 6. At long last, the spell is finally ready. My probes of the portal magic have revealed strange and wonderful worlds. I've never dreamed so many, but I mustn't be hasty. No contract with the wrong world could open a gate to the wrong society. People who would oppose me. What I need is an unsophisticated world, a realm of dumb brutes. Creatures easily impressed and easily coerced. I've selected a world inhabited by savage green-skinned creatures. Oh, this is how they came about. Beings in a constant state of warfare and pale humanoids not so unlike us. Barbarians with a command of crude tribal magic. I would assess as little more than interesting. These beastmen will bow to my might and vow their undying loyalty. I tremble with delight at the thought that I will soon leave this forsaken place and return to the surface at the heat of an army unlike anything Artara has ever seen. Soon all will bow to Sleeth. Your champions gather before a large dark distortion undulating in midair. Though they can see nothing within the mass, there is no doubt They stand before a bridge from this world to another, their faces light beneath crackles of green energy leaping from the portal's perimeter. Maeve's hair floats above her air as if carried away by unseen hands. Not expecting to find an active portal after so many years, the party pauses and looks on in wonder, the mystery of the orc's presence finally solved. Maybe Sleeth lives yet. Perhaps he is leading these orcs. Such fundamental ignorance of details. Did you not see the dates on his journal entries? If he were alive today, he would be more than 800 years old. True, but the creatures he brought still dwell here. It's possible time in the tower does not pass in the manner we are all familiar with. You boys stand around and argue over semantics. I'm going through. The salvation of Artara may be standing right in front of us. Wait. Does your impetuous nature have no end? A tremendous amount of magic powers this portal. Great. See you on the other side. Stop! By Finrod's everlasting compassion, give me a breath to finish, woman. I was about to say it is extremely powerful, though highly unstable. What now? No witty remark? An attempt to pass through this is not wise. The energy flux is likely to rip all who do to pieces. Unfortunately, I am almost certain this conduit transfers energy only one way. Ah, our first hope, torn away as soon as it appears. I was with y'all, the way though, lassie. What about stabilizing it somehow? Can your great elven mind and magical prowess do nothing, noble elf? It may be very well possible, but if so, it is beyond my skill. My understanding of this magic is far too rudimentary to even make an attempt. Bah, too bad. But there is something else we must consider. This portal was opened a very long time ago, aye? Then why is it those orcs are still here? I don't mean their age. I mean, why didn't they leave this tower and go to the surface? Or, for that matter, why not move deeper below? Rakim's deep retrospective takes the party by surprise, drawing everyone's gaze in a long silent pause.